Good morning. We've got some wet roads in Branson now as some storms are passing through. It's 82 degrees with dew points at 75. That is real soupy and sticky and humid. This line of storms we've been watching since daybreak. It came out of the Kansas City area and it's diving south and eastward. It's been sub-severe. We haven't seen any damaging winds out of it, but it does have lots of heavy rain and lightning. It passed just to the east of Springfield. You've got a cluster of some heavy rain and lightning from Ava stretching back down into Branson and then headed over towards Houston. Again, not organized, not really finding any severe weather out of this. It's just lots of locally heavy rain and lightning. It did toss I don't want to say toss, but you did have some isolated tree damage, is what I should say, up to in central Missouri when those storms came through with some gusts up to 35 to 50 miles per hour. So that storm complex continuing to dive south and eastward. It's clipping our eastern counties right now. Should be exiting within the next hour or so. So there's the severe risk that's left. It's just for that storm complex for areas to the south and east of Springfield where it's heading. You might have some damaging wind gusts, but again, the overall trend has been that we haven't seen that. Now, once this thing passes, sunshine comes back, heat and humidity is going to crank. A heat advisory is in effect back to the south and west from Springfield and areas to the south and west from noon to 8, where we could find that heat index getting over 100 degrees today. So make sure you stay cool and stay hydrated. Check kids, elderly, and pets. They're susceptible to heat sickness, and look before you lock. So those storms continue to dive south and eastward. You can see not too much left in the way of storms later on this afternoon with temperatures climbing into the lower 90s. Maybe a few storms overnight tonight with muggy lows in the 70s, and by tomorrow a storm or two and hot and humid again with those highs in the low to middle 90s. The heat continues to crank through tomorrow and even through the end of the week. It just looks like a pretty hot stretch ahead. Again, we're looking at that heat advisory today to the west for 90s feeling like 100 to 110. You got those storms to the east, maybe with some damaging winds and large hail. A heat advisory is likely again tomorrow with that feels like over 100. A couple of storms possible by Friday, and then you're hot through the 4th of July weekend. Highs back in the low to middle 90s on Thursday. Then I don't want to say cool, but we're down to about 90 degrees through the holiday weekend, which isn't heat advisory criteria, but of course that's still pretty hot and humid. The more dangerous heat advisory levels will be today and tomorrow, where you'll have to stay cool, stay hydrated, and make sure you don't spend too much time outside. The heat indices make it down to about 100 degrees through Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So for the holiday weekend, a couple of showers and storms on Friday with those highs around 90 degrees. You'll have sunshine Saturday and Sunday with those highs in the lower 90s. Staying very warm and humid for those fireworks Saturday evening with temperatures in the 70s and 80s with a couple of clouds. 93 degrees today. We'll have those storms continuing to work their way out to the east, and it will feel like 105. 74 degrees overnight tonight, very warm and humid. 94 tomorrow, feels like 105. A couple of showers and storms on Friday, and then you are hot through the holiday weekend.